What if your environment is influencing your thoughts, your emotions, your behaviour, your nervous system far more than you realise? In this video, we're going to explore the influence the environment has and how to become consciously aware of these influences so it has less impact on us. So some approaches are understanding say the outside world has no relation, no effect on you, it's all your perception or your thinking about the outside world as causal to your experience. Other approaches or understanding is it's all about, oh, you're like almost like a victim to the outside world in these circumstances and they directly affect you. So between those two camps, often the reality is somewhere in between both.
I just want to touch on that about for 4 years after my near-death experience, I could see energy and I could see energy participating with other energy. And science has shown us the field, this essence is participatory. So that's something that's really kind of exciting. And once we recognize that, once we honor that, and once we understand and learn how to navigate that, we can harmonize our human experience just that much more. So Stephen Porges talks about neuroception, and neuroception is pretty exciting. It is our body's sacred listening below conscious awareness. So right now, my body's listening to the environment around. It's listening to Rudy. Rudy's body is listening to mine, and there's a communication going on.
Yeah.
And we also interviewed Rollin McCraty
From Heart Math
Institute. He maps that.
We have to think of ourselves as multidimensional beings. What we feel inside does not stop at the skin. We are broadcasting and radiating those emotions into the field environment. Right? Now, how do I know this? I can measure it.
Yeah.
Right? This is not some theory. Now, the next step in that line of research was to ask the question, does our nervous system also act, not only are we broadcasting, but are we receiving these biologically generated signals? And so our state, how coherent or incoherent we are, or whatever our emotional state is, can measurably affect others around us. So it's just nice to be able to put science to these things.
So he maps the participatory influence that the outside world has on our whole being, inside, outside, and in between. Deb Dana. But yes, it's so exciting to be able to see and understand and have the science to what I saw, and then also integrate that into our teaching.
So just to summarize that, when you had your near-death experience, afterwards you could literally see the energy field around everything.
Everything.
And you found that people's energy fields interacted.
Absolutely.
And there'll be an entrainment going up or like a devolution of energy going down depending on the interaction.
Right.
And so that didn't have anything to do with thought or perspective. It's a biological plasma-like interaction.
Right. Yes, absolutely. Almost the energy ignites, responds before they were even aware. So when we have an ingrained pattern within our physicality and there's a familiar energy, it might not be the same exact thing happening, but it can be a sense, an energetic sense of a familiar energy. Well, our physicality, implicitly, the body memory is going to recognize that and kind of stand to attention. So we're going to have a shift in our electromagnetic plasma that runs through us and as us. One example with a student of ours, she came and she said, every time I go to my daughter's student meetings or something that's taking place at the school, I freeze. She literally has a blended physiological state. You can watch one of our videos so you can understand that.
Link below.
a blended physiological state of freeze. She wants to collapse and wants to run at the same time. And so she came to me, so we kind of went a little bit deeper. She didn't understand why, but what was going on is she went to that same school. She went to that same school and she was picked on. So she was kind of bullied. And so she might not have cognitively, explicitly remembered it, but her body did. And so her body was sensing the energy, the familiarity of that school environment and protecting her.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
And someone else could have gone and had a pleasant experience.
Exactly. Which everybody did. She goes, why can't I be like the other moms?
Yeah.
Why am I having this experience? But when she understood and took time to understand and kind of map her body within our program, she understood. And we could work through it, integrate, and harmonize her experience.
It's interesting. I remember I was walking and I smelt cut grass. And all of a sudden I felt really anxious and I had very slight heart palpitations. I was thinking, what's the deal? And then I remembered when I competed in sports day at school, that's a whole other story about my upbringing, but I was in this really high survival anxiety state because I went into sympathetic or high alert when I had to compete.
Yeah.
And they'd always cut the grass before sports day. And so that just triggered my body to go into anxiety.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you kind of see how the outside world is uniquely creating an inner response or influencing an inner response, and it's unique to you because someone else could have smelt cut grass and had no effect whatsoever.
Right. And that's what I mean by participatory. It
Yeah.
has to be participatory or we would not survive as a human species. Our body has to scan the environment for sight, sound, smells, energy that could be potentially dangerous. And that's what your body was doing. That's what our client's body was doing.
Yeah.
And so once we recognize that, remember, awareness is the doorway, and then take time, be your own hero along with us, and we can integrate that, harmonize it, sort of develop a relationship with what's arising.
Yeah, it's the awareness of it, then the integration, because awareness alone only takes you so far, and you're still, well, I've been reacting for decades on things until I integrated it, which meant going deeper than just my analysis of it. Yeah.
You were your hero.
I'll give it a go.
Yeah. Also, this one was really exciting. Kelly, she said we could use her name, and she
Thanks, Kelly.
she became her own hero, and together we mapped her inner terrain. And when she created this beautiful participatory relationship with her physical being, she could sense the outside world. She could sense the energy around the trees.
Yeah.
She came back and she said, I swear the trees and the plants and the birds are talking to me.
Yeah.
She got so excited that once that happened, she jumped in her car and she went home and she sent me an email. But it was really such an honor to be able to experience that with her and see just how, I mean, you've experienced that too.
Yeah, when my body is relaxed enough and I'm not in sympathetic, it sounds crazy, but I literally, this is not a metaphor, I literally hear the vibrations of trees and as an audible sound. And the trees and plants and bushes have a different sound if the sun's on them compared to not, and a different sound at nighttime compared to daytime. And flowers are really loud. The more colourful the flower, I get tearful thinking about it because it's so beautiful. But all nature has its own vibration, and literally vibration is a sound. And so as humans, we do actually have the sensual capacity to audibly hear the vibrations of different things. So although we're talking about, the environment and our inner response, to the environment, it's possible for us to have a very embodied, expanded experience of our environment, and it's really beautiful.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And I find that a lot with people that we've worked with over the years. They just start experiencing nature very differently.
That's so exciting.
Yeah.
To summarize, we live in a participatory world. We have these unique patterns. We have these unique inner maps within us, and the outside world, the energy, the biochemical, the plasma can ignite.
Yeah.
And then from there we can recognize what's arising within us. So it's participatory,
Yeah.
and it ignites something from within us in a unique way.
Yeah.
And that's how, again, how we survive as a human species.
And also what's wonderful is if the environment, person, place or thing does ignite something in us that is what we could define as unproductive, we actually have the capacity to go within and integrate that so it doesn't have the same effect. We are not victims to the outside world. We have full autonomy.
Right. Absolutely.
So if our environment has so many influences on our mind, our body, our nervous system, what is the best way to navigate all of that? Now, there's one simple way to do that, and we haven't got time here, so we've done a video specifically about that, and that's going to come up on the screen next, so we'll see you there.